Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor. At today's episode, we will talk about Canopy Growth Corporation, traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name CGC. Well, Canopy Growth today did show a very nice upwards move, finishing the day with white candle and quite high upward shadow. And this behavior is interesting because it's a mixture of three. In one, it's actually technicality being quite momentarily bullish yesterday, touching moving average 20 on the upwards move and sending the wave to actually kind of a second wave or boost mode. Second parameter here that worked to rise the prices expectations for earning reports that are at the moment set at 9th of November for this company. And the third is, of course, elections. And this is quite funny because the Canopy Growth Corporation, what should we do with elections? But here expectations are also that should one of the parties win, let's say Democrats, then there is a possibility that there will be some legislational ease for canopy growing companies, etc., and all these considerations actually brought the price of Canopy to grow today, of Canopy Growth Company to grow today. And CGC is showing this candle, but now let's analyze it and see what is the future for it, how not to be trapped on this upwards move that might severely strongly correct and what could be expected here. So first of all, we need to note the volume that was traded today. The volume is very significant, and it is quite actually, if you would look with the average, let's say traded volumes here, it's at least 2.5 times higher. And this means that this price action, if the volume will not be keeping on the same levels, which is rather hard to do, because if you look even historically, it was not always that the volumes were traded those levels. So let's grow it in gray. It's quite hard to sustain these levels, and with this it's quite hard to sustain the upwards move. So what we also have here, the price action, we need to look from the beginning of this previous wave, and it started at the beginning of October actually, again using this gray line as not this gray line, but actually the support that is a little bit higher here. So here, and let's call it S1 level, and then the price went all the way up until the 10th of October correction, actually using moving average 200 as a bouncing point, then using moving average 20 as a bouncing point. Last four trading sessions before today, we were just volatiling around moving average 20, and both moving averages, actually 20 and 50, were going with acceleration, so going up, and first and second derivatives were positive, so it was going up with acceleration. By the way, we have three moving averages here depicted. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200. On the left, you see their legends. So technically speaking, the chart was rather bullish momentarily, but also again, the expectations on outcome of elections also brought a little bit the price go higher here than expected. So now what do we have at the moment? What we can expect? Still, it might be that by inertia the price will go a bit higher tomorrow, but we have this dangerously looking quite high shadow, and this usually means that downwards pressure is being built. So a lot of traders actually exited by the end of the day, and majority of, well, not majority, but many of them still consider that this is just a momentum and some corrections might take place. And with this, we need to take two possible scenarios. So one scenario, should the news be very positive, still we have almost 1 week or more till the news outcome. The price would correct anyway, so price most probably will go for correction mode with some possible spike tomorrow, but overall correction is expected because for the moment there is no solid behavior for this. Yes, we had this very nice bounce, but yeah, we are already quite high from those levels. And still we could continue the boost mode, but maybe 1-2 candles more, but then correction should be taking place. And if news won't be good enough, correction might be very severe. So if the correction will be already starting from tomorrow or day after, let's say the trading after tomorrow trading sessions, most probably it will be just small decline, like a recharge of the wave, like we saw previous cases here and here, for example, or here by end of July. And if this would be the case, well, this would be nice entry points. And with this, actually, it would mean that the first entry point here will be at the level of about 1950. Actually 1950-20, so in this range. And then it would be advised really to wait and to see what's happening. If there will be a short volatility play downwards, upwards, it would be nice to play with it. But should it not take place, because especially the golden rule here, like buy the rumor, sell the news, might happen. So once the news will come out, so this is buying the rumor actually really happening here, and then once the news come out, the price will plunder down. And then earning reports, because earning reports cannot beat, most probably if it will not beat the expectation of the price movement upwards, there will be strong correction. Then we will go all the way down till the support levels, and then you will really need to actually be able to average down with very significant amounts, because the trading channel here is on the levels, it's very broad. So the trading channel here in general, it's if we call this line S2, it's S2, S1, and this trading channel was going already like 4 or 5 months. And the more narrow channel in which we usually state, it was, let's call this S3, S4 channel. And this is, let's say, channel where you can be more safe, more robust, let's say, and therefore this would be the first entry point after you try to play it S2 as a bouncer. So it would be advised then to get, let's say, first portion at S2, a little bit below S2 as a bouncer, hoping that we will have a situation like was just described here, here or there. So just recharge of the wave, because moving averages 20 and 200 are still quite positive, and they still might drag the price higher later. But if it is not taking place, then it's advised actually to wait until we return to channel S3, S4, and starting from there you can take your first buy. And then should the price go even lower, then you can actually start somewhere below the channel S4, actually from the middle of channel S4, S1 and all the way down. The reason for that is because should the news be not that positive or whatever should happen, this stock can make enormous volatilities, almost like more than 50% we saw, so should be very careful. And with this, it's advised to buy with 1 and average with 3 actually, and then if you average again with 3, so it's just very cautious buy here. Just to bite a little bit at S2 level, but in general, until clear news comes, clear information comes for this stock, it's still advised to wait and to understand where it's going further. Should it even break up, it's okay. Then let's wait for a return to level S2, and from there you can make your trade. So for this one, it's really advised to be careful, because this overreaction could be followed with also some significant, let's say, correction. Don't forget the situation that took place at about 16th of May. We started very low, went all the way up, and then there was very big jump down. So this stock is actually very volatile, and you need to be prepared for those volatilities. Don't put all eggs in one basket here, otherwise the crash could be quite severe. But if you are, let's say, patient enough, and the price goes down, you can make nice trade. You can also say that, okay, we always give in our channel over safe predictions. Yes, indeed, this is true. That's our philosophy. We always think it's better to lose opportunity rather than to lose money. So if our prediction is too secure and does not work, it's okay in general, because many others will do, and then you will make your profit, and if they don't, you won't lose anything. So that's our strategy. we rather prefer a 0 or plus profit than being too risky and advising something that actually can cause a severe loss. With this, it's all for Canopy Growth. Of course, it would be very interesting to see reports on the earnings, but again, if the price will be already much higher, it will be just sell the news situation when the price will again correct. So anything below S3 is actually safe. Anything below S2 is need to think of. Anything high S2 is just a casino style, to be honest, and therefore not advised from purely technical point of view or technical strategy point of view for those who like trade technically. So with this, Canopy Growth is interesting stock though to follow up, and do not forget to check our later videos on this one. We will do definitely after earnings reports come out. And also please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US buy stocks.